A Fox urgent topping the news now at the bottom of the hour. A senior U.S. official tells Fox News Iran has carried out a new medium-range ballistic missile test, and that missile, they say, is capable of carrying a nuclear weapon. This is a breach of not one but two UN Security Council resolutions. The missile test carried out on the 21st of November, but we're just getting this information today. Jennifer Griffin broke the story live at the Pentagon. What have you learned about this launch, Jen?
Shepard, this is the second time in 2 months that Iran has carried out a medium-range ballistic missile test in breach of two separate UN Security Council resolutions. This, according to a senior U.S. official. Western intelligence sources tell us the test was held November 21st near Chabahar, a port city in southeast Iran, near the border with Pakistan. The launch took place from a known missile test site along the Gulf of Oman. The missile, known as a Ghadar 110, has a range of 1,200 miles and is capable of carrying a nuclear warhead. The missile fired in November is an improved version, we're told, of a Shahab-3, Shepard.
Now, they carried out another test in October, right?
That's right. The last test was on October 10th. That got a lot of attention at the time. That test elicited a strong condemnation from members of the UN Security Council. Samantha Power condemned it at the UN. France followed suit. President Obama even mentioned the Iranian missile test, the October one, during a press conference on October 16th and said the U.S. was preparing to brief the UN Sanctions Committee, adding it would not derail the nuclear deal. Now, what Iran appears to be doing is they're in a race against the clock to improve the accuracy of their ballistic missile arsenal in the wake of the nuclear agreement signed in July. Just days after Tehran and 6 world powers signed that nuclear accord that would curtail Iran's nuclear program, the UN passed Resolution 2231, which compels Iran to refrain from any work on ballistic missiles for 8 years. UN Security Council Resolution 1929 was passed in 2010 and bans Iran from conducting any ballistic missile tests. The international community expressed its discontent back in October, but it is not clear whether this latest test will elicit more sanctions. The October test is still under discussion at the UN Security Council, Shep.
Jennifer Griffin at the Pentagon.